Hey guys, you've joined us live at Moneycontrol. I'm Manisha Gupta, and in headlines today is silver along with gold, because we've seen all-time highs in the Indian markets for silver as well, trading above 80,000 rupees a kg, and the markets are anticipating that after the run-up in gold, silver perhaps is the next best thing to look at as well. And with the industrial metal demand also surging up, silver could be taking a lot of support from that too. But what really are the numbers, and how should you look at the fundamentals within silver? We are going to put all of those questions to Harshal Barot of Metal Focus. Harshal, hi, thank you for joining us from Bangalore. I know you're in a meeting, but thank you for coming by. How are you looking at the silver moves as of now? Because we do understand that this year we might be looking at production increase globally by 4%, but the demand is anticipated much higher.
Yes, exactly. So as you said, the silver market net is in a deficit globally, and this is going to be probably a third year of deficits in the silver market. So in that sense, the fundamentals, are supportive for silver. But what has really catalyzed this rally, of late has been the, record run in gold prices that we've seen. So silver initially was lagging behind up until January. If you see the gold silver ratio, it went high as 92. Since then, as base metal started recovering from mid-February onwards, you see a very sharp correlation, then happening between the rallying base metals and silver, which goes to show that, once the sentiment towards industrial metals started improving, investors got more confident about buying silver. And that is now evident, as you see in the price, and with the fundamentals so supportive as well. I think silver could now continue to outperform gold in the near future as well.
Harshal, I do understand that silver has been in deficit since 2018, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better.
Yes, exactly. So, the very peculiar thing about silver is that, some of its mining is, not primary. It's a byproduct of a lot of other mining, like base metals mining and, byproduct of gold mining as well. So its supply is not as flexible as some of the other commodities, and is not, reactive as fast to prices, like some of the other commodities that we see. So that's the reason, we see that behavior in silver. So I think a lot of investors have been bullish about silver for quite some time, given that industrial demand, over the last 3 years has been making a series of new highs as well. And we expect the industrial demand to grow further this year as well. So I think the fundamental support is very much there, but the price rally, of course, silver can surprise you both ways. We've seen a 10% rally in 1 week itself last week. So I would be circumspect about the pace of the rally per se, but purely in terms of the direction, it is not surprising.
Harshal, also comment on for Indian demand, because a couple of years ago we saw record imports into India. Last year we were sitting on that kind of inventory, so the imports were on the weaker side. Now this year we have a lower base to begin with as an year-on-year basis, but are you looking at a stronger physical demand, investment, jewelry, and of course industrial?
So, demand, we expected demand to recover this year, but given what the price is doing, there is definitely going to be a negative impact on demand. And also, importantly, silver is a big rural market in India, which is very, very price sensitive. So I'm not really confident that, prices at these levels will support rural demand. But investment sentiment is definitely positive. Industrial demand, there is a support to the price. But we've already seen a good amount of imports coming in January, February itself. So I think the market was gearing up for a year that could have seen a recovery, but this price could put a brakes on demand as well.
As you said, Harshal, most people also believe from the industry and outside that silver could outperform, especially the Wall Street banks and brokerages are betting big on silver in the next 6 and 12 months. But from here on, as you said, the direction is on the higher side. Would that tamper the demand going forward? I mean, something that we are seeing in gold, or you think silver can handle it better than what gold has done?
I would not say that silver can handle it better, because as I said, the silver consumer in India per se is in fact even more price sensitive than gold, because it's consumed much in rural India as well. Piles, as you may know, more than 50 to 60% of India's jewelry demand is of piles, which is majorly consumed in rural India. So I think from that sense, what we've seen since the last year as well, when silver prices started to go up in India after the duty hike, we've seen a lot of reductions in weight happening in the industry as well. So typically a product that was made previously in 50 grams, maybe now made in 30 grams. So the absolute amount of silver consumed is taking a hit with the price, and I don't see that changing very much. But again, these commodities are driven by global sentiment, so the price may not react immediately to what is happening in the Indian demand per se, but eventually India, being the biggest consumer, will determine the price as to how far and how fast it can go up.
Harshal, a final question. And, when you look at gold, it's trading at all-time highs globally. It's trading at all-time highs in India. With silver, the all-time high is around $50 an ounce. We are trading at 27.28, but the Indian markets are trading at an all-time highs. So how would you look at this disparity?
So, silver, as I said, we are looking at close to a $30 target, over the next year or so. But the pace has surprised us. What we were seeing probably coming in 2025 has come in first 4 months of 2024 itself. So we will be mindful of major corrections in the price as well in the interim. But from a broader perspective, any major dips will be a good buying opportunity for silver.
Okay, so buying opportunities on every dip. Harshal, thank you so much for joining us. So it's not just gold, which is trading at all-time highs, but silver as well. And the expectations from all global banks and brokerages is that for the next 6 and 12 months, keep an eye on silver, because silver can outperform gold in this period especially.